Good afternoon, friends and family. It's so wonderful to see you this wonderful Sunday. My name is Anita Pierce, and I am welcoming you to another virtual pop-up shop with the Pitkin Avenue bid. It's Storefront for Brownsville. It is a wonderful opportunity for new entrepreneurs who have been in business for a bit to be able to show all of their goods and be able to do a business pivot as we are all experiencing this new change, and that we have an opportunity to be able to share and show all of our goods that we want to be able to share and support and exchange with you all. So it gives me great pleasure to be able to introduce myself. Will be your wonderful host for today. We have a number of wonderful artists. We have a number of wonderful entrepreneurs who would love to be able to share their gifts and talents with you. But before I do so, I want to be able to just show you just a little peek as to what's been happening at the Pitkin Avenue bid.
We'll rest it on the brackets on the bottom and then pin it on the sides.
The Renaissance program is a facade improvement program.
Then it's going to help you. Yeah, so the building itself, from what it was before, you don't want to look at it.
Aluminum siding on beautiful early century brownstone. So the Renaissance program is the next phase. Dennis's storefront itself, the renovation was from the sidewalk up, and we provided hand-painted business signs as well.
I come on site and it's like opens my heart. It makes me happy, and I'm thinking to myself, how about if the guy next to me does that? How about the guy across the street does that? Hey, that's beautiful. You'll be happy to come on Pitkin Avenue.
Posted a before and after on our Instagram. Most likes of any photo in 2018. So if Instagram is reflective of what a community thinks, it seems to be that we're going in the right direction.
So I have the distinct opportunity to be able to have us join Jesse Garrick. How are you?
I'm great, Anita. How are you?
I can't complain. Jesse is actually the program director at the Pitkin Avenue bid, and also the wonderful bearded gentleman that you saw on the video just a few minutes ago. Same guy, same guy, same guy. So hi, Jesse. Can you tell us a little bit about—
I've always wanted to be in the movies.
So there you have it. So tell us a little bit about what you do at the Pitkin Avenue bid and what this program, that's this wonderful event that's happening today, what it has to offer.
Certainly. So yeah, I'm the planning director. I've been in various roles at the bid for about 6 years now, I believe. And I manage a lot of our special initiatives. One of which is what you just saw was the Pitkin Avenue Renaissance program, which is it's part neighborhood beautification in that it improves a lot of the buildings along Pitkin Avenue that had fallen into disrepair after years of disinvestment. We provide grant funding through the New York Main Street program, and also technical assistance through the through Small Business Services Avenue NYC program. And so the project you saw there, that was Dennis's Place, well-known spot in Brownsville for about 20 to 30 years, I believe. And so we provided both architectural technical assistance with Dennis's facade, as well as a grant to cover the costs of, or 75% of the costs for the actual capital improvements made, the physical improvements made. Other programs I currently am managing. One is the recently launched Pitkin Advantage program, which is a wallet-sized card that you can use to that residents can use to get unique deals and discounts at participating Pitkin Avenue retailers. And the design, I'll show it once again, was made by local creative agency Made in Brownsville. That's a pop art look of what many know as Brownsville Ascend Charter, or the Lowe's Pitkin Theater in the background there, and Pitkin Avenue from above. And so I bring that up because we had a trivia quiz this week, and we asked what card gets you deals and discounts, and our winner was Jackie Heron, who it goes by Sexy Libra 6 on Instagram. So Jackie will be receiving one of our Pitkin Avenue tote bags. I think you can see that here. The logo and the design and the tote bags themselves are screen printed by Made in Brownsville as well. Very popular item that we also sell on our website. That is a tax refundable donation. And last but not least, I also coordinate the Storefront for Brownsville project, which came out of a commercial district needs assessment. It was a recommendation from our commercial district needs assessment that we did in the fall of 2018 in partnership with Small Business Services. We did a robust report into and surveys of residents and consumers and merchants, and what one request was a need to support aspiring entrepreneurs, and seeing a need to fill vacant spaces along Pitkin Avenue, which currently are in the 15% range. Unfortunately, with the COVID-19, we'll probably see a spike in those vacancies, and fill them with a marketplace, basically a pop-up marketplace. We did the first Storefront for Brownsville last May at 1580 Pitkin Avenue in partnership with the Brownsville Heritage House. The idea basically of combining a marketplace with art and culture. So Heritage House was an amazing partner who lent their archive to us for the whole month of May, and we put it on display for pedestrians and consumers and residents of Brownsville to come and see, and also shop with local entrepreneurs. So this year's Storefront for Brownsville, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, we are doing this live, virtually. It's our first go at it. You've been an amazing partner with us on that, Anita. And today we're happy to be sharing the creative output of 7 entrepreneurs. And we also have a musical guest.
And thank you so much for just doing the rundown for today. I look forward to bringing you back on just a little bit later, just to kind of, get your final thoughts on how the day went. But I'm going to say just a short, brief, so long, Jesse, because we got our first vendor. And so I want to make sure that we actually, allow for time to our vendors be showcased, because they've been working really hard to, make sure they know who they are, and that you know who they are, and the business, etc. So I'll have you right back, Jesse. Thank you so much for taking the time to explain what today is all about, and I look forward to seeing you a little bit later.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
All right, take care.
Bye.
So I am going to be your wonderful MC, hostess with the mostest for today. I am going to probably dance a little. I'm going to laugh with you, because these are, some really tough times this week. So I want to make sure that we are all just kind of getting slightly distracted, just slightly, just a little bit, to be able to focus on another segment of our population that focuses on the small businesses. So I am going to, just bring on my next guest, which I am really excited to introduce. But first, we're going to see a little clip, just a little clip.
Talem Foundation.
Empowering girls and young women to become confident, self-sufficient and socially conscious.
So yes, I am back, but I'm also going to bring in the founder and also owner of multiple businesses, because what I've been doing is following this woman on Instagram. I'm not a stalker, so I don't want people to think I'm stalking. I'm learning and getting tips. This is a woman who is a person of influence on Instagram. So you make sure, first of all, that you donate to her cause. She's an author. She's a boss. I would say boss, like with a capital B. But with all seriousness, I am really honored to have her to be able to present today. So I'm just going to bring her on. No secrets allowed. Here we go.
Hi, Anita. Thank you for having me today. How are you?
I'm doing really good. How are you?
I am well, thank you.
So I'm just going to be behind the scenes because I really want people to really understand who you are and actually why you got started, because I remember your story. You have a very unique story that I think most people may not know, but we about to find out today.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Amarimba Charles, and I am the founder and executive director of Talem Foundation, Inc. We're a nonprofit organization whose mission is to empower girls and young women to become confident, self-sufficient, and socially conscious. I'm also an author. This is my book. We'll talk about the book in a little while. So I started Talem about 5 years ago. I was in a transitional period, and I was looking around my immediate community to see what sort of impact that I could make. And it was coming up on my 40th birthday, and I wanted to give back. So I was inspired to host a holiday party for families living in homeless shelters. And from there, that scaffolded into us providing a summer program, as well as teaching social and emotional development programming for our immediate community, as well as I am a consultant with the Department of Education. So I can speak a little about the book now, because when I started my program with the Department of Education, it was challenging to find books or programs that I can use to incorporate into my programming that weren't Christian based, because the schools no longer teach or encourage religion in schools. So I couldn't find anything that wasn't Christian based. Neither could I find any literature or any programs that that showed the kids that I taught, that I worked with. So representation, that's the word that I was looking for. So what you would notice in my book is, so this is supposed to be me, Miss Charles. I'm wearing the hairstyle today. And it was very important for me to show representation in my book, because one of the things that I've found with teaching social emotional development programming is that people tend to think that etiquette is bougie, or you're trying to tell them that they should be acting like someone else, when in fact, etiquette is really the way that we treat others and the way that we want others to treat us. we teach others how to treat us. So we first have to show them like how we treat ourselves as well as how we will treat others. So etiquette is just putting people at ease. It is just a set of rules. It is, I think one of the things that we have to do is remove the name etiquette or the meaning behind it, because it's just about doing things in a particular way. In terms of you walk into a room and you say good morning or good afternoon, you just greet others. Now with social distancing, it is proper etiquette to stay 6 feet apart from the person who is in front, and sometimes behind you. You have to coordinate that space as well. And wearing a mask, because although you may not be ill, someone else may be ill. And, you just wear your mask, not only to protect yourself, but to protect others. So these are all things that fall under that general umbrella of etiquette. And that's what I wanted to put into this book, so that people, especially young people, could become comfortable with the word, as well as just to learn the basic just rules. And rules is such a tough word, but just the basic rules of how to present yourself properly, how to coordinate in certain circumstances, etc. And in terms of our summer program, we have a 6-week summer program that is free for girls 12 to 18. We provide breakfast and lunch, and it's a mentoring program where we bring in facilitators who cover subjects such as financial literacy, entrepreneurship, self-esteem and confidence building. We have amazing facilitators every year. And this year, because of COVID-19, we will still be doing our programming, but we'll be doing it virtually. So if you are interested in supporting our summer program, you can log on to talentfoundation.org and hit the donate button so that you can support our awesome young ladies. We have 30 young ladies registered for the program this year, and our hope is that we can provide them all with care packages, which will include personal care items, non-perishable items, as well as school supplies. Anita, is there anything else you'd like me to cover?
Book. Let me just show y'all. This book was gifted to my daughter Savannah by Miss Charles, the same Miss Charles that is on the book. That's Miss Charles. They look alike. Thank you very much. Savannah and I read this book, and it also helps with, even though I teach my daughter manners because I think it's important. It's just about treating people how you want to be treated. I think that's important. But I do have to do like a follow question, because again, you started 5 years ago. That's when Savannah was born 5 years ago. So I feel like that's around the time we met. What are some of the advice? Because you have what I call a dual business. You have a nonprofit and you also have a for-profit business. Explain why you did both.
Okay, so I did a for-profit business because I detest asking for money. It is just not my strong suit. And as a nonprofit, we're supposed to ask for donations, ask people to please support. And it has always been a struggle for me because I am a very independent person and I try to do everything on my own. So the for-profit part of of my business model is the Ready in 7 program as well. So the Ready in 7 is very similar to the etiquette classes that I teach in the school, but it is for-profit. And that funding I use to support the nonprofit side of the business.
So for all the entrepreneurs out there that think that you just have to do one side of the business, here's someone that is a prime example of what it's like of diversifying your income stream. It's not just being a nonprofit organization. She also has a for-profit. But I have to tell you, you're not really selling yourself, because if you follow her on Instagram, and this is not you know, because you always, when you see another woman that's actually doing something, there's no competition. I don't have an issue with blowing her up. She has multiple streams of income. She's on Poshmark. She's selling, you know, she does, and I know I'm probably missing stuff, but I know she's on Poshmark. She does that. She's also a brand ambassador for some other stuff.
Yeah.
So she's really diversifying her income streams, essentially creating her own stimulus package, if it will be. So don't be shy.
Yeah, I'm always looking for ways that I can add to my income. I am not great at grant writing, and as I said before, I am not awesome at asking for money either. So if there is a way that I can figure out to make money on the side that I can put into my organization, I'm all for it. So right now I'm doing a lot of online selling because people aren't shopping as they used to in stores. A lot of stores are closed. A lot of stores are going out of business. So there was a need, and I'm providing a service, and it helps me to fund my organization that it's not heavily funded. And I think one of the major issues with getting funding for Talum is because we're a small organization and we're mostly advertising or promoting ourselves on social media, and we're not really out there like the big organizations like the Red Cross or the Girl Scouts, where we can, you know, pull TV ads or radio ads or send out hundreds of pamphlets in the mail. So we really depend on word of mouth. We really depend on people sharing a post on Instagram or sharing a post on Facebook, or, you know, just telling your neighbor, or even if most of us here are parents, you know, tell a teacher, tell a principal. There's an awesome program that's being provided by someone who represents the kids in our neighborhood, and, you know, have them bring the program into the schools. We know right now schools are closed, but I believe in September, schools will probably still be virtual, and I am able to do the program online. So, you know, talk to your friends, talk to your parent coordinator, your principal, and just spread the word about Talum and the resources that we are providing in the community. You're playing peekaboo with me.
Yep. So you won't ask, but I will, because I do know how to fundraise. And so what I will say is that when you are thinking about supporting another business, please keep in mind that women of color, we are mothers. We have a dream. We want to provide stability for our children. So please, it is important that if this is an opportunity, especially given the present state that, you know, SYEP is not a program that's going to be happening in the summer. This is an opportunity to provide funding, and it doesn't take much. Can I tell you how much $100, $25 can go to be able to help, especially this program, since it's a local based program? And also the book, right? The book. Think about purchasing the book as gifts for your friends, your families who, you know, may need a little extra hand and etiquette. So think about that. It is not that much that can a little bit goes a long way, essentially. So with that, any last thoughts that you want to say?
I am going to set up a discount code for the book. So I would offer free shipping for anyone who participated in this online call, or anyone in general who wanted to support by purchasing the book. So I would provide a code for free shipping, as well as it is a storybook. It is not a teach me book, as in don't do this, don't do that. It's a wonderful story, and my three daughters are the main characters in the book as well. So you know, it's really fun. And anytime I go out to do book readings and I take my daughter, kids are always excited to meet her and to speak with her, you know, just to ask about her experiences with the book and how does it feel to be in a book. So it's really amazing a really amazing book to have for your kids, as well as a refresher course for adults. And thank you so much, Anita and Pitkin Bid, for having me on. And I hope to do this again. This was awesome.
Oh, you better come back with your boss lady self. You have no choice. I really, but in all seriousness, I really appreciate it. And please make sure that you spread the word, like, follow, share information. You know, if somebody is looking to, you know, offload a little bit of cash, please be sure to think of this organization, because in turn, it is supporting a number of young women who we can actually help out and support, to keep them off the street. Not to say that these young women are on the street, but just to give them another alternative to be able to manage through their summer and also throughout the school year as well. So I'm going to say so long, sending you virtual kisses. I'm very grateful for you joining. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate you.
Thank
Take
you.
care. Okay.
Bye.
So again, I'm just going to leave this up here just for a little moment so that you can actually see how important it is to be able to support small businesses of all variety. This is the talentfoundation.org. As was mentioned, there is a program, Becoming the Best Summer Program. It's happening virtually. She did not remove her program just because. What she did is did a nice little business pivot, and also to be able to provide another alternative for young women as well. So we're back with just our next guest. The Pitkin Avenue bid presents Storefront for Brownsville. This is a pop-up shop for entrepreneurs. I am going to welcome my next guest.
Hi everybody, I am Ebony. Hi everybody, I am Ebony Smalls, owner of Mindful Moves Coaching and Counseling, and I'm super
So I have the distinct pleasure of bringing on a good sister friend, a really good girlfriend. I think we've known each other seem like forever. I want to almost say that you know, we like was born together, I guess, kind of, sort of. This is Ebony of Mindful Moves Coaching and Counseling LLC. Ebony is, you may have seen her on a number of my different shows, and we've been doing some meditation practices. I've also pulled Ebony in when I was doing a financial education, because when we talk about finances, it's just a little bit sticky and stinky. So Ebony kind of like gave us the opportunity to ease our minds and soul before I start talking about your business. So, hey, Ebony, take it away.
Hello, hello. Anita, I know when the video was playing, I didn't hear sound. I don't know if other people heard sound, but I know I didn't. We,
You
so I
want me?
don't, yeah.
I
So I
could
don't
play
know if the
it again.
sound came on the video
I
first.
can play it again afterwards, after we finish. Is that okay?
Perfect, perfect, perfect. So, hi everyone. Like Anita said, I am Ebony Smalls, founder of Mindful Moves Coaching and Counseling. And at Ebony's Mindful Moves, we do a number of things. But my main vision was to provide wellness spaces for people of color. And how do I do that? Through a number of ways. Um, and and even just going back a bit, why did I want to create wellness spaces for us? Well, if you look around, if maybe you type in wellness or you type in mindfulness, you'll see faces that don't look like ours, right? You think about yoga, you think about mindfulness practices, you think about, deep breathing, you think about therapy, right? When you think about it, you see pictures of folks that don't look like us. But in all honesty, wellness is very important to people of color, and we've put it in the forefront forever. It's something that is indigenous. It's something that we have lots of insight on. And so I like to create spaces where we move away from the blame, the blame of us. Oh, people of color don't do this. Oh, people of color aren't interested in this. Because in fact, we are. We seek counsel quite often, but from each other and from people that we trust, right? Spirituality, come on. Like if a group of people were going to have the corner on it, that would also, be us. And so I'm just setting reminders for us all about the greatness that we've come from and how that everything that's inside of us are the things that we can use to do well and be well in our lives. All right. And so again, mindful moves, right? And so what you see right here are my mindful jars. And you might be a little more familiar with gratitude jars. And mindful jars are my version of that. And I'll show you a little bit about how it works. And so the purpose of these jars are to give you daily reminders of things that you have done well, what you're good at, what you're thankful for, pointing out the different ways that you've cared for yourself, and even allowing space for you to be mindful and set your intentions and write that down, right? And so, yeah, let me show you how it works. So here goes the jar. And one of the cards that I'm pulling from the jar right now, it says, a situation that seemed tough that is now not so tough, right? So that's your prompt. Move it a little closer. So that's your prompt. On the back of the card is space for you to write. So I'm just going to give you a second to think about that. What seemed super tough this week or today, right? That you finally were able to do. And now doesn't seem so tough at all. And I'll give you an example in my real life. I'm actually not so tech savvy. I've moved over to a new position at my job, and now I have to take over, quite a few of those responsibilities. And even something as simple as creating my own meeting poll for my team at times would be super stressful. But I finally was able to tackle it. And of course, it's not so tough. So many of you do it, every day. And my computer acted up just a little bit. But then all of a sudden it was done. And so for me, I would want to show praise to myself for not just tackling it, but actually recognizing you know what? That wasn't that tough and you were able to make it through. And so those are the things that I would want you to think of. Because on the back of my card, that's what I would write. And I wouldn't write a whole paragraph. I would write being able to set up the meeting poll with my team. Drop that in. For some people who need more details, you could write the date if you want to, so that when you look back, you're able to actually see that and be able to, praise yourself for it. Here goes another card that's in the jar. Someone or something that I am grateful for. Right? And I think this one is so important because with everything being the way it is right now, with things being so tough, with people being tired of sitting in their homes, or people that have to travel back and forth to work as essential workers and being uncomfortable, sometimes all we can hold on to is what is something that was good? What is something that I could be grateful for, right? And so there's so many of those things that you can think of. And so for me, something that I'm grateful for right now is being able to do this. Because when I started my wellness journey publicly, I didn't know where it would go. And I also didn't know that I'd be able to connect with people virtually in the same way I am in person, and to be able to build those relationships. But you know what? It's happening. And I am just super grateful for being able to use these platforms to touch even more people. I'm going to read one more to you before I talk a little bit more about some of the other things that I'm getting into. So this next card says, what did I do to take care of myself today? Again, moving that a little closer. All right. So today was super busy, right? So now I really got to think hard. Like, what did I do to take care of myself? You know what? I actually squeezed in breakfast before my guided meditation that I hosted this morning at 11. And the reason why that's important, because a lot of times we're all just running. And I know that there's a lot of you that are probably like, yeah, that's me, right? And we say like, you know what, like I'll get in this meal later. I'll take this time later. And although food is essential, right? Because I tell people that sometimes when all they have is their snack and they're like, I'm okay. No, food is essential, right? But the important thing about it is that I was able to think ahead and say, you know what? Let me make sure that I have a meal. I have 2 events today. How can I make sure that I am okay, that I am in tip-top shape for you all, that I'm able to engage you in a way that, you know, that's comfortable and that's free flowing. And so that's something that I did. But I also give you, I don't know if you noticed, in parentheses, I give some examples just in case you're stuck. And so I have here, for example, set boundaries, participated in stillness, allowed myself to be present, right? And so those are just a few of the examples that I put, but now you can think about it. For you, sometimes you can add meals. Sometimes you can add having a tough, conversation, right? And so those are just some of the prompts that are in the jar. Oh, but I have a favorite one. Okay, sorry, before I move along. Something good that happened to me today. Right? How easy is it to run through your day and say things like, it was a bad day, it was a tough day, everything was bad. That happens all the time. But if you can just take a moment to say, what was something good that happened? And sometimes it's someone holding the train doors for you if you still, running to the train. Sometimes it's as simple as, I'll tell you a little personal story. I struggle at times sort of like zipping up like the back of dresses and certain shirts with weird buttons in the back. And so there's actually been times where I've gotten to work and someone has helped me with it. Or if it's summer, I remember a woman on the subway helping me just do that last little bit, of zip up. And you know what? That is something good that happened. Someone took their time to be able to assist you. That's something small, but there are times when all we have is that something small to hold on to. Sometimes it's huge things. Sometimes someone has maybe helped you out, in a bigger way financially, or put you onto something to grow your business, right? And there's those days. And sometimes there's days where you go, I am just thankful that that person held the train doors. I'm thankful that that person helped me zip up just a bit, right? That is something good that happened to me today. And it's one of my favorites because, yes, sometimes it takes a while to get to it, but it's broad enough that it allows you to, to really think about like all of the things that were actually okay, right? That everything wasn't all bad. That we can find sort of glimmers of hope and glimmers of greatness, in that time. So those are just a little bit of the prompts that are in the jar. And then I'll show you that there are blank cards so that you don't feel, overwhelmed by always having to follow, what's in here. And here goes what a blank card looks like. Blank card, Mindful Moves logo, but it's blank here and blank on the back so that you can go ahead and write away and put these things in the jar. And I keep the jar colorful, as you might be like, I see there's a rainbow of colors here. But yeah, it's just to add a little fun. Like we're writing in here to say like, this is something that I did good. And when you think about good, you think about bright, you think about bright colors, you think about, positivity, you think about the sun. That's why there's a lot of yellow cards, hanging, right? And so, yeah, I just want to thank you guys for allowing me to come on this platform and to be able to share this. And while we're wrapping up, I wanted to share a little bit about the other services that Mindful Moves Coaching and Counseling provides. And one of those services are coaching. And that coaching is definitely therapeutic. I am a licensed social worker, and I want to be able to help you create self-care plans and processes for yourself. Right? Without you, there's certain things that will not get done. So how do we take care of you? And so that's the coaching part, right? And that would come with, with assignments and check-ins. And then I'm also hosting guided meditations every Sunday right now. And they're called community guided meditations. They are free of charge, just donation based. And I do that just so that I can support you all. Right? It's important to me that I share my mindful practices because these are things that are getting me through, and I know for sure that they will help you get through in different ways. So that's every Sunday at 11. If you follow me at Ebony's Mindful Moves, you'll see the link. And outside of the meditations that I host for the community, I also host meditations for people privately. So currently I do private meditations for the New York Urban League professionals, for the Black Women's Political Group, and I do private meditations for couples and for their friends and family. And if anyone is looking for a one-on-one, I can do that too, where you can set your own private intentions. Because you know what? All of this is very personal. Your self-care, your mindfulness, your meditation is personal to you. And I can help you make it even more personal by, consulting with you, hearing what you would like to work on, and allowing me to collaborate with you on creating a meditation that works for you. And so, yeah, that's just some of the things that we're doing over here at Mindful Moves Coaching and Counseling. And, creating these products is just another way to be able to touch people in the community.
So I'm going to come back in because, we always have these like solid conversations, since you're my good girlfriend, about what it means to be an entrepreneur at a different level.
Yes.
So I wanted to see if you'll be just willing to share, what has your experience been like so far, as it specifically relates to starting up your own personal business?
Yeah. And so, as I shared earlier, I'm a social worker. And, there's lots of jokes about the poor social worker, the broke social worker, how we're, good at helping people, but not really good at business, right? And that it's all, nonprofit work. And so, it took some time for me to break out of that and really come into an understanding that, one, social workers are hustlers. Just in case you don't know one, find one. And there's actually lots of ways that we connect on an entrepreneur level that isn't just sort of working for a big, organization or agency and doing what people consider case management. So social workers are licensed, they are clinical, they have private practices. Most of your therapists are, in fact, social workers here in New York City. And so entrepreneurship is sort of our thing. And so once I really started connecting to that, to that community and connecting with volunteer organizations that had other, young professionals, I saw like how I could really sort of build out what I thought was important and actually, monetize it. I mean, Anita and I were on another, I don't know, conversation. And, one of the things that she said she remembered about me is me saying that I was a brand before I was a brand. And that, in fact, is true. Like we all are a brand, before we start to monetize it. People know you for something. And so you want to hope that they know you for something decent and good, and that it's something that they can connect with when you do start your business. And so my journey has been not necessarily straightforward, but once I put my mind to it, I started to put myself out there. But the scary part was, how much is this going to cost me? And for me, that was one of the biggest barriers, because they talk about like, putting in money to make more money, but that really made me scared. But as I've been doing it, it just made me think about our, brothers and sisters that are looking to start a business, and how some of these prices, not only are they antiquated, like putting your ad in the newspaper, probably a little overpriced, but also they just, they keep certain groups of people like, disenfranchised, and keeps them disconnected from actually being able to make their business legal. And protecting themselves in business, right? And so I would hope that, as we're all continuing to build businesses, people of color and women of color are definitely building businesses at a, all-time rate. But, their income in the end, on average, a Black woman entrepreneur is making $30,000 on average. So imagine doing that without a day job. And so that's why it's we're still sort of, juggling both. But, I would ask, and I would hope that our leaders think about it, as they're always saying, please, start a business, and then please register as a minority woman-owned business, that they think about the cost that it takes to actually license yourself and make yourself legal. And if there's any way to lower those costs, I think that would be great, and that would usher more people in to be able to be a part of this family of entrepreneurs and be able to share their great ideas with other businesses.
And so to your point, one of the things that in my teaching on my journey, because, I'm always encouraging those who, have gifts and talents that they want to share, to think about how they're going to monetize their gifts and talents, right? The other thing too is that, to your point about understanding really the cost associated with starting a business. I remember earlier this year, I actually conducted a workshop about the social entrepreneurship that really, focuses on how to develop, but also understand that there's a myriad of costs that is really associated with starting up your business. Yes, you can do a side hustle, but if you want to be in the game and just be able to take advantage of some of the opportunities that small businesses have available, registering your business as a legal business entity is one way. The other way is definitely applying for a number of certifications. Sure, you can hire me to do it, but a lot of those services are offered through the city for free. So you must think about that as well, in terms of actually being sure that you're able to really scale your business going forward. Even though we're in really challenging times, people are still out there purchasing items, people are still selling items. That's what this platform is.
Yeah.
Business pivot to be able to show other ways that we can still do business virtually. So I salute you, the brand before the brand, because I love you. Like you say, like cook food, because
Yeah.
we eating right now.
So hungry. Just putting that out there. So hungry. Yes.
So just to wrap up, do you have any last things that you want to say or offer or share to the community?
Well, I know that you were going to play the video at the end just to replay, but also just to share, like anyone who purchases Mindful Jar, the Mindful Jar comes with a free stress ball. I don't know, did we put up that flyer that shows you the pictures of the jars and the prices? So the jars are currently $25, and they come with a free Mindful Moves stress ball. Yes. And then if you reach out to me, I can also give you a little tutorial on how to use a stress ball, because there's actually the right way to use it. So many of us have gotten these for free from our companies, not sure what to do with them. And so inside of your jar comes one of these. And like I stated earlier, I'm hosting community meditations, via Zoom. Please come out. They are every single Sunday, 11 a.m. I'll let you know if for some reason I can't make it on one of those Sundays, but we've been going strong for several Sundays, in a row. And so just look out for that information. Join me, tell your family members, because I've been enjoying doing them. And a lot of it has been with people that, are like-minded. And you know what? I know enough of those people. And so really, like, what I'm looking for is I want to connect to your family members. I want you to bring your auntie to guided meditation. I want you to bring grandma to guided meditation. Cameras off. You don't have to keep your cameras on. I always say bonnets are welcomed, unshaved, heads are welcome. But, come on through and show and help them connect to another practice that can further, what they're already doing. Right. And so bring those prayer warriors, right? Because like those are people that are, spiritual and are doing it one way. But you know what? There's something to be said about adding the meditation piece, to your practice, right? Prayer is a form of meditation. How can we, do this as a group and add things to it? Right. So yeah, I'm just saying, come on out, guys. Like it's a short time. It's quiet, gives you some moments. So, do that. Get you a jar. You can share one with your family at first, but I promise you will want one for yourself. But I'll say get one, try it out with your kids.
Because I got mine. So
you might have stole that one though. I don't know. I'm not.
We are supporting our friends. For sure. And I may have just, borrowed this one from Ebony. Not stole. May have borrowed it. But in any event, Ebony, I am super grateful for you to coming on. I am thankful for your support, always sending you lots of love. I'm going to send my farewell because I'm going to introduce my next guest she's been really patient with me. So thank you so much. Please make sure that you like and follow Ebony Smalls of Mindful Moves Coaching and Counseling LLC. Yes, she is a legitimate business. She's on Instagram. Support the gratitude jars and also her services. She has a number of services that she has available on Sundays. So please keep in mind that, again, she is a social worker, yes, but she does have another business that you can support. So, Ebony, thank you so much again for coming out, and I'll see you again soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Take good care. So I, again, just want to just remind everyone who's watching, this is an opportunity to be able to support another woman of color who is doing things a little bit differently to help to diversify her income stream. That was Ebony Smalls of Mindful Moves Coaching and Counseling LLC. Again, you can take your opportunity to just be able to support different businesses. We all are out here aiming to do a number of things differently. So with that, I would like to bring on my next guest. But before we do, I'm going to show a little video. I'm back, but I'm also bringing along a friend. How are you? How you doing?
I'm well. I'm well. How are you this afternoon?
You know what? I am really grateful and glad, and I'm awake and I'm alive, and I'm excited to learn more about what you do, what you have to offer, and please introduce yourself to the wonderful folks.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining. My name is Fagan. I am the owner of Love Fagan, a women's boutique, a small women's boutique locally from Brooklyn, New York, East New York, Brooklyn. We are located. I'm just starting out. We are up and coming. We are soon to be launching our women's clothing line. We will be offering clothing that you can instantly put together. Something that you don't have to think too much about to feel like you look good stepping out, especially in these times. So just want to tell you how I started this. Oddly enough, I always loved shopping. I've always liked wearing clothes. I've always loved fashion. So I was like, how can I justify all these clothes I want to buy and still be within my budget, be within my personal goals? So I said, hey, I can start a boutique. I can wear the clothes, I can advertise it, and then that'll justify the cost, oddly enough. It then moved on to I wanted to provide a legacy. My mom, she was always a secretary. Uh, Always working in an administrative capacity. So by nature, I learned how to dress for the office. I learned how to type secondhand. I went to school, I excelled at it. You know, my customer service skills were just innate, they were natural. So I thought, if I can apply the same things that I learned from my mother to my children by starting a business, by becoming an entrepreneur, this will become second nature to them. So my passion is customer service. I have a degree in human services, so I always want to help people. So I took my passion for helping people and my love for fashion and said, hey, let me start a clothing line. I also wanted to have a conduit to help other places in the community come and provide their services and their products if they have. So when you look at Love Fagan, when you look at our website that will be up soon, please click the link in my Instagram bio to look out for updates, email updates, and promotions. But when you go on there, you may see some jewelry from another company, another small owned business. When you go in there, you may see some things that I don't sell. I don't sell right now too much jewelry, maybe any type of too many accessories. I want to bring in other companies. If you see plants, I will definitely connect with those companies so you know where to shop for the whole community as a whole. So we are moderately priced items. We come from things that you say, oh, I can grab that up, to some things that say, okay, that's going to be an investment piece. We try to stay within a comfortable range of clothing. In a minute, I'm going to show you a couple of pieces that we have here. I would like to say my style is somewhere between Diane Carroll and Mary J. Blige. I like to keep it funky, but I really love to keep it classy. So right now, I'm going to show you a couple of pieces that we have that are coming out. We actually have a nice inventory. I just wanted to show you a couple of samples that will be going up in our website soon. Again, you can go to lovefagan_ on Instagram. You can click the link in my bio and you can put in your email address so that you can get updated promotions and discounts and launch information. So right here behind me, I have this wonderful colored sweater. You see the vibrant colors. I love vibrant colors. I feel like when you're up, you have vibrant colors. It makes you feel good. It gives you a little extra pep in your step. This is a sweater, but this is for the summer. It can be paired with ripped jeans. It can be paired with what's going. The trend now is track pants. It can be paired with that. Lightweight, feels good. I'm also an advocate for quality. If I'm selling you something for $50, I want you to feel like you brought it and it was worth your money. And I don't want you to feel like, okay, I'm not going to have this next year. I want you to be able to be confident in all of your purchases at Love Fagin. Next, we have some hand-painted ripped jeans, high waist. I love a high waist personally. It gives the extra zhuzh and pizzazz. These are ripped. These are very good stretch. Has the pastel colors for the summer that everyone loves. One of my favorites are a biker short set. Biker short sets are Insta outfits. You can just put it on, it's together, it's put together. You can run out, it's airy, it's nice for the summer, and it's very comfortable to move in, and it feels great on your skin. Next, we have a sweatsuit. Beautiful to look, beautiful to touch. It feels great, it looks great. Another Insta outfit. As soon as you put it on, you're ready to go. You're cute. So we have a pair for you again, and I have these in varied colors. Oh, excuse me, the biker shorts I have in pastel colors too, and I also have black. Everyone has to have black in their arsenal, in their wardrobe arsenal. And we have these in colors. We have them in red. We have them in blue. We have solid colors. We have some with designs. We have the highly desired snakeskin that everyone loves. And last but not least, we have these pointy toe, heels. This color is this season's color. I love this color. You should love this color. These are going to be our first shoes just to see how we do with shoes, especially now. People aren't really trying to walk around with shoes. We're trying to be comfortable. We're trying to be on the go and get back home. So those are a couple of items that we have. Now, since we have been in the pandemic, we here at Love Fagin thought, how can we accommodate the need in the community? Although we are opening up, we have thought about other companies, partnering with other companies, and also giving the community what they need or what they want and what they need. Interchangeable right now. So here at Love Fagin, I partnered with Afriqua, and she is making these. She's a nurse. She is making these handmade masks with African print. When I tell you they are beautiful, they are beautiful. And they're semi-reversible. And when you purchase these can be purchased actually right now. If you DM me at lovefagin_ on Instagram or Love Fagin on Facebook, I can let you know that which ones are available and when they can be delivered. They are available immediately, and we do local deliveries every weekend. We also have these little baby shark for any parents out there. We have baby shark. Can you see it? Oh, upside down. Mm-hmm. We have our little baby shark for the toddlers, for the young ladies, the little toddler babies. You know, they love unicorns. We have those in stock as well. So this is what I'm talking about with partnerships. A young lady, I found out she's making these. She was a nurse. She was making them just for friends and family and decided to sell. So I bought them in bulk and I sell them as well. And she's also tagged on my page. If you go on my page, you'll see you'll see me wearing one, and it's tagged on my page. So go visit her page. She does hair bonnets as well. Very good. So that's it for right now for Love Fagin. Again, I want to help the community. I want to spread legacy for my family, and I want to do something I love. So if you don't do it, you don't try it, you'll never know, right? So that's what we're here to give you at Love Fagin. Give you items that you love, from us to you. Love Fagin.
And I love Fagin too. I love Fagin too. I really appreciate you getting a lot of what did you do? Send out the squad to put comments in. They really love your stuff. I'm serious.
That is my tribe. I love them.
Yeah, that's really how you support. And I also want to make a note, because we had a vendor on last weekend, Miss Janice Yearwood, who's also with Stay Stitch. who's also selling masks. And one of the things that I wanted to point out, so that even though, you know, you have masks as well, I want to be able to have people understand this, right? Because we all are trying to figure out ways to, you know, to either to monetize our gifts and talents. There is nothing wrong with supporting other businesses that are selling very
That's
similar
right.
or the same product. And I want to reiterate that, because just like when we go out and we support the, you know, the larger organizations, and we're going from store to store to shop to get whatever it is that we need to get, we have no problem doing that. So the same
Yeah.
thing here, when you have a small business that, you know, is putting out faith and putting out faith
Yes.
in the product, please do not hesitate to be able to support whatever it is that they're doing, because we're still, some of us are still trying to figure it out. You know, you say that you just are really starting, but you have like a beautiful background that lets us know that good products is going to be coming. So please be sure to like and support this particular organization on Instagram, Facebook as well. It is imperative that we connect the dots with one another. It's
Yes.
what we should be doing for each other.
Yes. 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 That is so true. Ebony, I'm coming to see you. I'm coming to see you, honey. But thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Thank you to Pitkin, BID. This platform is amazing and I appreciate it.
Well, we look forward to seeing your work, coming back again. Thank you so much for coming out. But again, please be sure to support a small business. I don't want to see or hear excuses that you didn't support. We watching you. We watching you. So
Yep.
at this time, I'm gonna say thank you. Thank you so much for trusting us to be able to start this process off for you. Hope you come back again. Hope you come back again. So thank you so much.
Thank you. All right.
Virtual
See you
kisses.
soon.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
All right. So
Bye.
long. So again, I want to just you know, it's really important that we really reach out and support one another. It is not, it costs us nothing to be able to share, to like, to post, you know, and to provide encouraging words to all small businesses, because at the end of the day, we still are in a phase where we are attempting to pursue our dream. So it's nothing wrong with supporting one another. And I want to keep emphasizing that, because if we don't support one another, then chances are, you know, not that we won't exist, but it's always nice to get the support from people who we have the desire to serve. So with that said, I am like getting like real excited, because we have like a musical break. And when we get to have a musical break, that means you may see me dance. You just a little bit, just a little bit. I have the distinct opportunity to be able to you know, have our musical guest come on. He was really, I've actually followed him on Instagram. He's actually really, really, really amazing. And I'm hoping that you take the time to be able to support all of our young folks who are out and expanding. So I'm going to introduce Mr. Griffin for our music interlude. I don't know if he... Hi, how are you? You there? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Okay, my mic was muted. My apologies.
How your mic gonna be muted and we about to get up and dance to your music?
I'm new to this platform. Excuse me. I'm an old young man.
But look, that makes two of us. So you want to take it away?
Yes, of course. I'm just give me. Okay, never mind. We're good to go. I was just waiting for my man to come to hold the camera, but we're gonna get everything going. Bear with me for 1 minute. 1 minute.
So while we are getting ready, so what I will do is take just a little bit of a moment to just go into who I am as a business owner while our guest is being set up. Because oftentimes, as I'm doing these shows, I have a tendency to forget that sometimes I'm in business as well. And so what I have a consultant business, 11375 was born as a result of me being downsized from my job. I was a mother, started out still trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I had the opportunity to spend the summer with her. And then I decided that going into business and building a legacy, as you hear as consistency, is a wonderful thing. So if you're looking for some of the services, I am a grant writer, I am a notary. I also help consult with small businesses as well. Please consider supporting my business. I'm here today and on Instagram and also on Facebook as well. I have a few items that I actually designed myself that I can actually show for you right now. So yeah, we are having a 15% off of any purchases of any of the items between today and June 1st. And the other thing that I wanted to mention, Ebony and I was talking about, the fact that when you are starting up your business, sometimes you may not have all the resources. So I've committed a portion of the resources that is sold from that merchandise to go and help a small business. So please consider supporting and donating, because a portion of those proceeds will go to help another small business. So with that said, I'm excited to bring back my guest.
Are we good to go?
Yep, you're
Are we
on.
good to go? Okay, let's get it.
So I am going to just kind of move along because clearly we will be dancing all afternoon because he was really, really good. So shout out to Pitkin Avenue Bid for finding the drummer, Mr. Sizon Griffin. It is really, really amazing just to see the diversity of what the Pitkin Avenue Bid has to offer in terms of providing different cultures, entrepreneurs, to be diverse on this particular broadcast. So I am super excited to be able to shout Mr. Sizon Griffin out. Please like and follow Mr. Griffin on Instagram, because clearly I am honored because he didn't go to Ellen first. He came to this show. So I'm super excited about that. Hey, Ellen, we had him first. Hey. Shout out to the Pitkin Avenue Bid and Jesse for sourcing out Mr. Sizon for that wonderful, like I got to, do a little hip movement. I mean, y'all don't really want to see my hip movement right now. But anyway, I am going to move right along in our show because we still have a lot more vendors, and that was just a short break. So I am going to set up my next guest, which is Miss Eva Gordon. So let's go. So, hey.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, everybody. I'm probably too busy still dancing. So, yeah. Okay. Apologies. Hey, Eva. Welcome back.
Hey, how are you? Good to see you again.
Good. So, I'm going to allow you to do your thing. I'm just going to be in the background figuring out my life right now. So, hey, Eva. Welcome again.
All right. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for Pitkin Avenue Bid for hosting this great platform for us vendors and business owners to share our opportunity. So again, I'm Eva Gordon. I'm an independent rep with the company 5 Links. And I just want to share what this company can do for you, what it has done for me. So at 5 Links, we are a customer acquisition company, and we help people save money and or make money on essential services and wellness products. So what does that mean? It means that we want to find people like yourselves, everyday people or business owners, to reduce costs by lowering their monthly expenses like utility bills, credit card machines, as well as your home bills, get rid of your cable bill to have live stream TV, which we do offer, but also the sense of building wealth. Our theme is building your legacy. So it's important to build a legacy by owning your own business, but also saving on your household expenses to save money to put away or to reduce debt. So especially in this time where we have to really, pinch our pockets and to really reduce costs, it's important we find ways to lower either our internet bill, cable bill, find ways to get coupons through our discount network that offers coupons on groceries and things of that nature as well. And about a few years ago, 5 Links added on wellness products. So we added our own coffee and tea infused with our own, infused with MCT oil and Ramon seeds to provide weight management. So a little about me. I've been a social worker for the past 15 to 20 years roughly. And I saw this opportunity, 5 Links, a few years ago. My brother said, just come and check this out. So I came and saw the actual presentation. I was a bit confused. I was scared because I didn't know what I was seeing. I didn't really understand it. But I knew because it was something I had not done before, I had to get in. And as we know, the term insanity means keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So to earn extra income, to also improve my quality of life, I decided that 5 Links would do that. And it has done that for me as well by earning extra income, but also helping me keep my weight down with the products that we have. So a little bigger than me, the essential services portion of it is helping people, like I've helped neighbors and friends to lower their electric bill. People, like especially when it gets cold, we use more electricity and more heat. So we want to try to get you a fixed, affordable rate for at least a year. So it'll help to balance out your monthly budget. Also commercial and businesses, you want to lower your rate on your electricity or gas bill, or also your credit card machine. Work with you to find also rates to lower your costs because credit card fees can add up. So you want to try to lower that rate fee as well. We also added our own live stream TV service, TEEVEE TV, that is similar to Hulu, but this is live stream. So you can get all your basic TV shows at half the cost of cable to really watch TV from your phone or from your laptop and reduce your reliance on that hefty cable bill. So that's important because we realize that we have to really cut back when our job is either going to another state or in the present state, it leaves altogether due to this pandemic we're having. We also added CBD products, and CBD is a fast trend where CBD is derived from the hemp plant. And that plant provides a lot of medicinal uses. So the CBD is one compound of the hemp plant, which is a cousin to marijuana. But the hemp plant has a lot of CBD and a lot less THC to make it so you will not get high on the CBD products. Our products are made here in the US and they're certified organic, but also they just feel good. I take the CBD oil daily to just feel better, to reduce my anxiety, to be more focused. As I do my work as a social worker during the week, I need to be focused and I want to be clear on what I'm doing as well. And I think one more thing I will add before I go into more with Anita is actually other those people who I've helped with the CBD as well. I know some nurses I've helped with our products, especially with this PDQ here. If you're having any pains in your bones, arthritis, I've taken it myself, especially if you're on the go somewhere and you really have a pain or you have an injury. The CBD really helps with that, with pain relief, but also with the sense of long-term care. So a lot of us, I know I have sciatica, and I have been taking for a while Aleve and Tylenol and doing heat wraps, and it just didn't have a long effect. So I would take the pill, but it would come back within an hour or two. With the CBD products like the PDQ here, this will last for a while. I haven't taken Aleve or Tylenol in over a year due to the pain rub that I take for my sciatica. I helped a nurse who's been a nurse for 30, 40 years, and she had musculoskeletal pains. And she said, I really need to be able to move around. I'm going to retire, but I don't want to retire with pain. I don't want to retire with just, aches and pains. So she buys it once a month. This one bottle lasts her, this bottle lasts about a few weeks or so because it's small, but the impact is powerful. And I think that's the key thing, is that as you're spraying it, as you're rubbing it on your body, it's healing, it's restoring what has been lost to just the constant rubbing, the constant working of your bones. So part of, I think, the legacy in Five Links, and part of it is adding quality to people's lives. So be it through essential services or be it through our wellness products we want to improve your quality of life. But also offer you a chance to earn income as well, if you'd like to.
So I always got the crazy questions, right, Eva?
Go ask away.
So, I asked this before, but I'm going to ask this again because, CBD I thought was weed. And, I'm not going to, say you educated me very well. But for the folks that were just like me until last week, you care to explain a little bit more in depth?
I sure enough can. And I think this is really important, because I was like you a year ago. I was like, sounds like it's weed. And I think in this in our country today been brainwashing, because marijuana has been the main, our main issue, our main knowledge of cannabis is marijuana, not the hemp plant. And they're both in the same cannabis family. But the hemp plant has a lot more CBD and a lot less THC. So you cannot get high from CBD, especially the CBD isolate that we have in our products, which has no THC. So I do have a job where I need to be clear-minded and I cannot be high. So I take it because I need clarity. So the CBD is important. And so the marijuana plant has a lot of THC, but very low CBD. And that's the distinction. So you choose. Are you preferring to get high, the psychoactive side? You might use marijuana. If you're looking for healing, where you want to get more, reduce your arthritis, your sciatica, to reduce anxiety, to actually have a proper health and proper weight management, try CBD. And it's exploding. You see why even Walgreens has CBD now. So even CVS has it. But try Five Links better. I think ours is definitely organic here in the US. It's not from China. And that's important for me, that I want people to heal from the arthritis, from anxiety, sciatica, even lupus, even fibromyalgia as well. And that's important, the healing aspect. One more thing we have to do. The Farm Bill 2018, look up FARM, Farm Bill 2018 made it legal for people to grow CBD in the country. So places like Kentucky, where they have a lot of hemp plant, they're growing hemp. Farmers can grow hemp. They're always, so our facilities are in Kentucky and Colorado. So the Farm Bill made it legal to grow CBD with a certain amount. So I think it's like less than 0.03% THC. That's our CBD as well. So the Farm Bill 2018 made it okay to use CBD. So federally, nationwide, you can use it. Every state has different components, of course, but you can use CBD and not go to jail. I don't want you to go against your doctor or what your job says. But if you want to get better, try CBD.
So you heard it here first. It's not weed like I thought it was. It does have a number of health benefits that Eva was graciously enough to be able to let us know. Some of the health benefits, the healing, it helps you with moods, etc. And between last week and this week, I need to just order it, because the way my life is set up this week, I probably should be doing that. Smoking, just Hey, this reality. So yeah. So Eva, where could we find you?
I'm on Facebook as Eva Gordon. I'm on Instagram as Gem2K7, you see on the screen. And the Oxygen site is all the CBD products, right? And then the FiveLinks.net is my overall FiveLinks business. So that has the services of energy, credit card machine, credit repair as well, and of things like, and also the Oxygen is both for the CBD. So Oxygen, go right to oxygen.com/L472760 to order your CBD oil. We have CBD coffee and tea. We also have gummies as well. So I look forward to working with anybody who wants to get more information. And if you are also a business owner as well, you're doing holistic stuff, add CBD to your list of services.
Okay, you heard it there first. Please, again, this is another entrepreneur who also has another job, another model as what an entrepreneur does look like. It's not, I myself am a full-time entrepreneur. I'm also a mom as well. However, in Eva's case, she has a job.
Another part-time job, yes.
And
correct.
then also she has a full-time, well, I don't want to say a full-time, but another means of diversification of her income as well. So don't think that being an entrepreneur, that it's always like one way, one size fit all, because it doesn't. What I do may not fit Eva's model. What Eva does may not fit my model. So just know that we all are aiming to support ourselves and also to give back to the community as well in different ways. So please like and support Eva Gordon of Five Links. She is on Instagram at 5links Inc. and also Gem2K7. The websites are listed there. Any final words, Eva, before we kiss you off goodbye?
Just open your mind to new possibilities and you will really grow.
You heard it there first. Eva, thank you so much.
Thank you. Good to see you again. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for your patience and your support. I appreciate you, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you very much.
Enjoy. Have a good day. Thanks for picking that as well.
Take care.
Bye-bye. All right, bye-bye.
So again, another opportunity. Again, entrepreneurship comes in different packages and forms. Again, please like and support Miss Eva Gordon of Five Links. She's on Instagram and also on Facebook as well. So without further ado, I want to now bring on my next guest. I have some really amazing friends and family members who are really stepping out on their dreams and goals. And it's always really nice when you have an opportunity to see them in a different light, in a different way. So I have the good pleasure of bringing up Miss Stephanie Bartholomew of Trinity Skincare. Hi, Stephanie.
Hey, how you doing? You got my rap. Listen.
I didn't get the memo. I did not get that memo. So okay. How are you?
I'm doing good. Doing good. Just enjoying the sunshine. My husband just turned one of our guest rooms into an office for me because now I'll be working from home. Right. So I'm enjoying this window right here. Yeah.
So tell our family, friends and family, who you are. As a small business owner, what products and services that you do. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna hide again.
All right. So hey everybody, my name is Stephanie Bartholomew. I am the co-founder and co-owner of Trinity Skincare. And I have a business partner who's amazing, by the way. She's chilling and will join herself during this time. But I guess I could tell you a little bit about how I got into the business. So I am also full-time employed. I was listening to the amazing women before me, and I'm also full-time employed as a director of people and culture at a healthcare tech company. And so, I also have this business running and just recently got married. So I started Trinity Skincare. So one of my girlfriends, she was dating and she was making her own products. And, I support all my friends, whatever they sell, I want to buy it at full price. And if it's the bomb, I'm gonna keep buying it. So I started using her hair butter, and first of all, I had a very unique fragrance, and it was just amazing. So I was putting that butter everywhere, on my hair, on my face, on my body, and I was like one of her top customers. And so I asked her to make me. She started making body butter, so I asked her to make one for me with the fragrance that I like, and she did. And eventually, she was growing, she was working hard. She's a beast about her business. And I just was an avid supporter of the product that she was making. And one day she asked me, she wanted to take it a step further. So she asked me if I would partner with her. And of course I said, yes, I believed in the product. I was using it all the time. And so I came in, she is the director of product and operations. I'm the director of like business and marketing. So I have a degree from FIT in marketing and advertising. So I focus more on the presentation of the product. So she had a great product. Yes, it was geared toward sisters and Black families in the neighborhood, but we also wanted to give a greater appeal. And so we changed our colors, we changed our name, and it used to be .K, and now it's Trinity Skincare. And we just kept the same good products, and we were making more products. And we eventually got into a store, Peace and Riot, some of you guys may know, in Bed-Stuy. And they were selling our products there. And we were doing pop-ups, and we just realized that people love this product. If we can get people to try it, they are going to buy it. And so that's basically how I got into the skincare business with her. So we also, just so you know, we're both of us are Black women, African American descent. So it's a Black-owned, woman-owned. My business partner is a veteran, so it's veteran-owned small business. We make all of our products locally by hand. So what Trinity Skincare is, it's a luxury skincare, luxurious skincare line that's attainable and affordable for our people. So what we had in mind was, dealing with looking for skin products for us. We already know how we go through it with our hair, we go through it with makeup, but also moisture. There's a way that we moisturize our skin. And when you go into big box stores or stores that are, just accessible to everybody, they're looking for products for us. And even if you go in there looking for oil, it's just oil. It's not like something that's going to nourish our skin and do it justice. And so we started to focus on ingredients. And we really started to care and make sure that we had ingredients in our products that would nourish the skin and that would not only make the ash go, but also make it soft, also, help with healing. All these things that we know are basic products in the community: shea butter, mango butter, and all of our products are natural. So there's no chemicals in them or anything like that. So we, with that in mind, with ourselves in mind, with our sisters in mind, with our families in mind, we started making this body butter. It got into, it became our number one selling product. Like I said, each product that we make, we have more than body butter, but it's our number one seller. Each product that we make it in small batches. And we make it by hand because we want to make sure every ingredient gets into every single jar so that you can get every benefit from using our products. Now, one of the things that we didn't anticipate was when we started selling in other cities and we started getting a name for ourselves, people would come back to us and tell us that they use it on their children because it's the only thing that stops their eczema from flaring up. And so people started ordering it in droves because they wanted it to use for their children. And so we haven't proven that, it works, but we have our customers' word and we have their order history to back that up. And it's more than one person. So our ingredients, they all work together. All of our products work together to give the skin lasting hydration, so you won't dry out quickly. And indulgent fragrance. So fragrance is a huge part of what we do, and a lustrous glow. So we have body butter, which I have right here, and you can see the packaging is pretty fabulous. And I can't find my camera. Okay. And so this is the body butter, and it actually is pretty soft when you, this is mine, so I use it, every day. I have it on right now. And so when you scoop it out, it's really soft. See how it just goes with my finger? I'm not pressing that hard. And I would say it's natural, so it has a shelf life. So I would say after 9 months to a year, if you're not using it, you might want to smell it before you continue to use it, because it's natural, which is good. But I use mine every day, and it lasts me about 2 to 3 months. We also have a body oil, which this one doesn't have a label because it's just mine. I keep refilling it. But it's kind of the same thing as a body butter, but it's lighter. So I use this more in the summer when it's hot, and use this more in the winter when it's cool. We also have something called our Luxe Bath Whip. It is my favorite product. It's probably the most luxurious product. So it's like soap, but it's cream. So it looks like body butter, but it's actually soap. And, I just scoop a little bit out and put it on a loofah. The cloud of lather is so rich and thick and white, and you just rub it over your body like a marshmallow, and it feels so good. And it smells great too. So we also have products, facial oil, which is lighter. It's made to absorb into the skin versus, protect and seal the skin. Like this body oil is a little bit heavier. So it's made to seal the moisture in, where the face oil is made to absorb into the skin. And we have products in there that have anti-aging and antioxidants in it, like lingonberry seed oil, evening primrose oil, those light oils that really go a long way with your skin. I have a few questions. I'm gonna go ahead and answer them. So the first one is, do you have any men's beard balm? We do. We have a men's care line too. We're actually rebranding it, but we're still making the product. So we have Trinity Men's Care, and we have beard oil. I should have gotten my husband's beard oil. Beard oil, beard butter, not necessarily a balm. And we have, what we're working on right now is a beard conditioner and a beard mask. And so we're still working on the beard balm. It's just hard to make it and not have the chemicals to make it sticky, so that the men can style their beard and, it holds. So we're still working on that. But, we're really particular about ingredients. So we just don't want to throw stuff out there because we think it's a good idea. But that was a great question. So you can find all that stuff on our website as well. And so also, so fragrances. Fragrance is another thing. So we have moisture is our wheelhouse, and then fragrance as well. So the thing about our fragrances that stand out is, normally when you go to like a Bath and Body Works or Victoria's Secret, their fragrances are like strawberry and citrus and bubblegum, things like that. Well, we actually have fragrances that you can wear as a grown woman, a grown man, and it can be your fragrance. And so we have several fragrances. Our top sellers right now, our number one newest one is called Gotham City. And we actually created it for men, but women were coming in to buy it, and they were going to buy it for their men, but they were like, wait a minute, we want this. So it's like a patchouli and honey mix, and it has a little bit of sandalwood in it. So if you're like an earthy Erykah Badu type person, you probably would love that. We also have City of Dreams, which is, it's more of like a perfumery, but it's pretty floral as well. So it's a cool combo. It smells very unique. We also have Island Paradise, which is coconutty, a little bit of beach smell. And then we have also Honey Hive, which is like a bold almond. It's very clean. Our bath products sell a lot in Honey Hive, so it's very clean, but it's bold, almondy fragrance. Yeah, so that's basically it. We are gonna do a promo today just for Bville. So if you go to our website, trinity-skincare.com, and you use the promo code Bville25, you'll get 25% off your entire order. And yeah, that's it.
That's actually not it because
Oh, you got yours, Nina. So you give your testimony about it. Did you use it yet?
yes.
So what fragrance did you get?
So I have Felicity.
Yes, that's the one I have.
Body Oil Island Paradise, and I have to keep it out of my daughter's hands because she, she gets into mommy stuff. And we also have Fresh Cocoa as well. So when we talk, and my daughter is one of the eczema sufferers. Part of it has to deal with what we eat as well. But her skin, so I use this predominantly on my daughter's skin. The body butter. This stuff here is for mama, for sexy time. So, but yeah. But it's really light. In terms of like when you open, let me use the one I actually use. It's actually really like light, and I'm not doing this as like a promo and just saying just because like it's products that I really like. So I will be ordering again, and it smells amazing. Good for sexy time. I'm sorry, I had to throw that.
Out of those three, what's your favorite fragrance?
Oh gosh, was that a trick question?
I know it's hard to answer.
Because they all smell good, but I do like the Island Paradise as the oil. It smells. It's for sexy time. So
delicious, right?
So yeah. So I do have just a couple of questions because you did mention that you do work full time and you are an entrepreneur. What made you want to cross over into this entrepreneurial journey?
Well, okay, first of all, y'all, I'm in Brownsville, so you're going to hear sirens.
That's okay. We already
So what made me get into business? So I've always kind of been entrepreneurial. I've always had some business on the side. So even from 6 years old, my mom taught me how to braid. I was braiding my little cousin's hair. My aunts would give me $20 per head. I braided actually my way through college in my first degree. And I was just braiding hair. And after that, I started working for smaller businesses. So normally it'd be like one business owner and maybe he had a salesperson, but I would actually be running their businesses. And so after I moved to New York, I was working for a billboard company. It was just a one-man show. He hired me and I learned so much about just running your business, having boldness. One of the things I learned just from working with someone who like had a different mentality, he was Jewish. And it was like whatever idea he had, he just did it. Like he wasn't, I realized that in myself and probably in a lot of us, African American, the children of Africa who live in America, we wait for somebody to approve our ideas. We need the validation. But being around him and the people that I met there, it was just kind of like whatever they want to do. So one guy went to Turkey and he started a shoe company. And I mean, the shoe company blew up. And then just like that. But he hired me to help him run that business. So I was all of a sudden found myself like working for all these entrepreneurs running their businesses. And so I was living like that for a little while. And then, as you're good at your job, when I'm in that situation as a business manager, if I'm good at my job, they're free to go out and expand and grow. And so it's like all of the companies came to a head at once. I had a PR company that I was working for, like a shared workspace owner company, the billboard company, and the shoe company. But a lot of all the companies came together at the same time. They all just went past my services and what I could do for them. And so I had to think of something else to do because I couldn't give them the next level. I'm not a CFO, basically, is what they needed. You know, I could run your finances and make sure you're compliant and make sure your employees are paid or whatever. But when it came to projection and strategizing, I didn't have that skill. So slowly but surely that started to fall off, and I could have gone after more clients, but I was kind of looking for a little more security because when you are doing business as a service, people are paying for you. I didn't have a product like that. They were paying for me to run their business. And so I was stretching thin, and I decided to just look for a job, found a job, had an amazing company, got promoted quickly. This job is amazing. It has it's all the newfangled millennial type perks. So like unlimited vacation, you work from home whenever you want to. You have input on everything. It's like unlimited this, unlimited that. And so that gave me the freedom then to, when Nisha McNair is my business partner, when she approached me to be her partner, I had that freedom to say yes, even though I was full-time employed. And so I realized too that if I was going to go back in business, I was going to have a product because I wasn't going to be up all night doing everybody's financial statements and everybody's payroll and whatever else was needed. I just didn't want to do that. I couldn't get ahead that way. And I didn't have I had financial freedom, but I didn't have freedom of my time. And so that's what I'm working toward now, is having freedom of time. And so my advice to a lot of people is, get a product. Yes, we have skills, and yes, we are the most resourceful people on earth, Black women, if you ask me. And we have all the skills in the world that we can do anything. But if you have a product, it can make money for you instead of you working to make that money.
Wow. You can say that again, because sometimes we forget ourselves, how valuable we are as a culture. Culturally, as a brand, we ourselves are brands. Ebony was on earlier, and I tell her that, and it's the truth. She was a brand before she was a brand. And so what she started to do is monetize, herself as a brand. So wrapping up, do you have any final thoughts that you want to share?
Yes, go to Trinity Skincare and get all the products you can. All the fragrances are there. There's a fragrance guide if you need help getting around. But I do want to say this. I know there's probably a lot of entrepreneurs out there, or people who want to go into business. If you have an idea, go for it. Go for it. If you see, if there's an issue in your life and you don't have a solution for it, you're looking for something and you can't find it out there, you make it. You do it. You solve that problem. And you're not alone. I mean, we don't exist in a vacuum. We share needs. So I need body butter. You need body butter. I need good products for my skincare. You need good products for your skincare. Millions of people need products for skincare like I do. So the ideas that you have, go for them. And second, don't feel like you have to do it by yourself. Having a great business partner has taught me the benefit of working with someone. And my business partner is amazing. She's a beast. She has multiple businesses. She's a mother. She works full-time as well. She's heavily involved in ministry. I mean, she goes for it and she inspires me every day. But also make sure it's the right business partner. So you guys understand each other. Her strengths are my weaknesses. My strengths are her weaknesses. We are compatible. We complement each other. And we have the same values. So we don't have a lot of tension when it comes to making decisions. I'm sure somewhere down the road, there's probably going to be a decision that is going to take some working out. But, we have the same values. We love each other as sisters. We respect each other mutually. And, we understand. She is an expert in this area. I'm an expert in this area. And we give into each other in those situations. So that's my advice. Go for it. If you have an idea, if it's a big idea, don't put it down. Just get some partners to work with you. You guys can do it just like we're doing it.
Shout out to Stephanie Bartholomew of Trinity Skincare. Thank you for coming on and sharing your products and services. It's really good stuff. Again, just as much as we run out and support, Bath and Body Works and, be smelling like 12-year-olds, even though we're in our 40s, it's important for us to be able to start supporting more businesses, especially women of color. We are actually doing some things besides, other stuff that we're perceived in doing. We are businesses, we are parents, we are wives, and we are really aiming to do the best we can through this whole process. So I want to just put up a reminder. There is a promo today for Bville 20, Bville 25. Please check out www.trinity-skincare.com. Please be sure to follow Stephanie Bartholomew's company, Trinity Skincare, on Instagram at trinity.skincare. And to purchase any of the products that you see, you can definitely check her out on those particular social media and also the website as well. So salute to you, Stephanie. Thank you so much for your patience and joining us. I thoroughly appreciate you for coming on. I'm sending you virtual kisses.
All kisses are virtual these days.
I know, but mine's are extra juicy because I do the.
Oh, look at you. Look at you. Plus, you got on Trinity Skincare, so they smell good.
I touched it still on my hand. So thank you so much for coming on. I look forward to supporting and seeing you again. Take good care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So here we go. Again, we're going to keep it rolling, but it's definitely, again, important. We have Trinity Skincare. It's a beauty product. It is actually a really good product. I use it, just recently got it, and I actually love it. So again, it's about supporting entrepreneurs at different levels, in different ways, because we all have things and that we can add value and contribute to the society. So once again, I get to have the good pleasure of bringing on one of our other entrepreneurs who is doing something that I know my little girl gonna love. Hi, Suzanne. How are you? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm good, thank you. I'm doing really good. So I'm gonna disappear and allow you to introduce yourself to all the good folks who are still watching us, and just let us know what you do.
Okay. So I'm Susan. I'm the hands and the creator of Gifted Hands for You by Me. And my business, I created my business in 2018. And what I do is I crochet dolls. I make crochet dolls. I make one-of-a-kind crochet dolls. My focus is on different shades of brown. I offer all skin tones, mostly different shades of brown, but I do make all skin tones. I focus on the natural hair because I know that it's a struggle to love your hair in the natural form. So I want the children and adults, because I also make dolls for adults as well, to love their hair, love their skin. So I make dolls that you can't find anywhere. You can't go to American Girl doll store and find these dolls. You will be the only one with this doll. I do make ready to ship dolls, which means the doll is already made. I put it on my website. You could purchase it there. Right now, I don't have much dolls on my website because I am getting ready for a vendor show that I'm doing later on in the year, if COVID allows it to happen. And I specialize in custom dolls. I make plenty of custom dolls. So one of the dolls I've made that's custom is this. This is an order for a lady. I make the jeans jacket. I also decorate it. You could put your child's name on the jacket. The back of the jacket is also decorated. Everything is made from yarn. So she wanted curly hair. The hair is curly. And the back of the jacket is for a little girl who's turning 7. We have the number 7, a rainbow, and a heart. All rhinestones was added one by one with these hands. And the doll is, of course, crocheted by me. So that's one custom. That's the only custom I actually have on hand, but I also have pictures, of customs that I did. And this was for an adult. It's a bride and a groom. So I do make some of the clothing. I just recently started learning to sew. So this is a bride and groom, and she's in her wedding dress. And then we have the groom with his facial hair. So like I said, I do make dolls for adults as well as children. They're not just dolls that's made for kids. I make different types of dolls, small dolls, big dolls. So these are customs, no longer have them. And then I have my ready to ship dolls. So behind me, I have a couple of dolls behind me. So this is a ready to ship doll. She has nice cheeks. I place earrings in their ears. She has an afro puff. And we have her clothing and her shoes. And this doll is approximately 18 to 19 inches tall. Right? I also make tiny dolls. This doll is very tiny. She's about 10 inches tall. And she has little curly pigtails. And this one I just recently did, and this is our nurse.
It's really cute.
This is our first responder, a nurse. She has her mask. And of course, she got the afro puff. Right, so this is a nurse. Have this one. This doll is about 10 to 12 inches tall. My biggest doll is about 20 inches, but the inches all depends on the yarn. So it depends on the skin tone you choose. So this doll again has cheeks. And then she has her lovely shoes. So some of the clothing I do make and some I purchase in toy stores. My dolls generally wear 18-inch doll clothes. I have this beauty here. And yes, my dolls do have names. I normally name my custom dolls the child's name. So if you order a doll for me and I request to get your child's name, I will name the doll your child's name unless your child wants to name the doll a different name. Normally what I do is with my ready to ship dolls, once I make them, I post them on my Instagram. And in my stories, I will ask for a survey of names. And I get my customers and my followers involved in choosing the names. And this doll has shoes. These shoes has little stones on them. Once again, each of them placed one by one with these hands. And everything is crocheted 100% by me. So we have another doll. I have tons of them, so I won't be showing all. But it's another doll. This doll has knees. And she has a side ponytail. I have the chef. And she's completely crocheted down to her shoes. And her hair, she has like a curly afro. Curly afro. The hat is removable. And so are the clothes. And her mittens are removable. And her shoes are removable. So these are all removable items. And you see, I have this one here. She has sandals on. Sandals that I made. Little cute sandals. Her feet is out of this one. And her hair is a curly ponytail. This is made from yarn. So I have to curl each piece of yarn and then attach it to her head. So you said, how long does it take to make one doll? If it's a custom item and it's a lot of details, it's about 4 to 6 weeks to make a doll. Sometimes I can make it faster than that. It all depends on exactly what it is you want. If it's a smaller doll, like something like the nurse, it wouldn't be 4 to 6 weeks. The smaller dolls would be approximately like 3 weeks. But it also depends on how much orders I have. So like right now, I am booked solid until September. So I am very blessed and very happy for that. I also make crochet earrings, what I have on. And these are examples of the earrings. They are very lightweight. When you have them on, you feel like you have nothing on. I don't like wearing heavy earrings, and I wear my earrings all the time. These are black, shiny ones. These are green. Thank you. It's a green. I have different styles of the earrings. So that's what I make. I make earrings and crochet dolls. And this is another earring that I made. Green, red, and black. And I think that showed most of the dolls. I have one here.
It's so cute. So I have a question about because as I'm looking at this, I'm thinking of the ones that I'm going to order for my little person. How important was it for you to create dolls that reflect images that look like you? How important was that for you?
It was very important because when I had my daughters, I have twin girls, and used to go to Toys R Us when they were open and look for dolls that looked like them. And it was very hard for me to even find any. Sometimes I would go to the store and there were none. I would have to order it online or try to go to another store, drive further down somewhere else to try to get it. So we want our children to love their images and love their skin and love their hair. So why not try to make a doll that represents them? So sometimes I get orders where someone would ask for a lookalike doll. And I'll make a lookalike doll. I'll make a doll look like the child. You send me a picture and I will try. I mean, it is yarn, but we try our best to make it look like I try my best to make it look like the child. So the hair is definitely a big thing because I know when I was young, I've always wanted long, straight hair, and I can't have that. So I've learned that I had to love the hair that I have. And so this was perfect for me. I love to crochet. I love making dolls. Love, love, love making dolls. I'm looking for a picture right now to show.
And those dolls are really amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, just in looking at them, I'm excited to.
That's a lookalike doll.
Oh wait, let me zoom in so people can see. That's really nice.
So the child has on an outfit, and I made the outfit for the doll. So that's just an example of a lookalike doll.
Yeah. So that's a labor of love, and I'm actually really excited to have met you virtually. I have most recently been following your work on Instagram. It is really like just a nice to see representation dolls. And I'm gonna have to hide my doll because I have dolls too, but nothing that's crocheted. So I'm gonna get one for myself and for my daughter as well because we'll be fighting over the dolls. So we don't want to do that. So yeah, do you have any last words or comments for your viewers and guests? And I just want to thank you in advance for your patience and supporting this particular coming on to that. You have any last words?
Just thank you. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for allowing me to be here to showcase my work. And if everyone could go to Instagram and follow me at The Gifted Way. And on Facebook, it's Gifted Hands for You by me. And once again, my website, if you want to order a custom doll, I do have a custom order form on the website. It's not much dolls listed on the website because most of these dolls are coming with me for my show if there will be a show. Thank you.
So you heard it there first. Again, this is another way that, as an entrepreneur, we can definitely, take advantage of supporting one another. Dolls are really amazing. They could provide comfort for your little girls or, and it's just, I know I'm just going to get one just for me because I'm putting myself out there. I still like dolls. I didn't have many as a child because there were not many that were reflective of me. And side notes, when Barbie started to make dolls that were reflective of us, I bought some and I have them now. But now I'm going to add more of the crochet dolls to my private collection, and I'm going to have to hide them from my daughter. So there we have it. So please be sure to support Gifted Hands for You by me online at Instagram and also Facebook. Thank you so much, Suzanne, for coming out, supporting. Thank you for your patience. I look forward to seeing you again virtually soon. So take good care.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Virtual kisses to you too. All right, take good care. Thank you.
Thank you.
So there you have it. Another way that if you have the creativity to be able to, crochet, make clothes. We had a huge diverse group of individuals who were able to showcase their products and services today. And I'm really excited to be able to, just bring on our next guest, just to be able to show that there's a little bit more that we have to offer. But before I do that, I am going to just highlight one more thing because part of what I do is that I have the distinct opportunity of being able to work with and actually teach virtually a group of young folks that I see every Thursday and Friday. They are a part of a community program run by the BCJC, Brownsville Community Justice Center in Brownsville. And actually 4 of the entrepreneurs that are part of my program actually created business or diversification income stream for themselves. And I'm actually going to show it because I think it's important for us to be able to support all of our young people, especially as we come into this summer. The group is called the Alliance. And what they are doing is providing unity through ways of entrepreneurship within the community. You see a list of all of the housing projects that exist within our community. You have Marcus Garvey, Tilden, Newport Plaza, Brownsville, Riverdale, Howard, Langston Hughes, Glenmore, and Seth Low. So what's great about this is that all of the proceeds will go towards them. So please check them out on Instagram at the Alliance_Unity. And you can call and they do deliveries as well. So with that said, I would like to bring on our next guest, Jameer. Are you there? Okay, hold on. Hold on one second. So while we are working through some of the other items, I'm going to bring on, just have another opportunity to be able to show that T-shirt again, because it is something that is within the community, that you have to support them. They do have an Instagram page, and it's the Alliance _Unity, and you can actually call them for delivery of their product. So I'm going to see if my next guest is available. Let me just check in again. Okay, not yet. So what I will do is, again, I will have an opportunity to be able to show some of the products and services that are going to be, a portion of the proceeds will be So I am back. And those are just some of the items that most recently created to be able to help other entrepreneurs get started, and to be able to help with their startup resources. So a portion of the proceeds that the products that are listed there will go towards supporting a small business. There are T-shirts, there are youth masks there as well. So if you want to consider supporting, please do so. So while we're waiting for our next guest, what I would like to do is to just bring back our program director from the Pitkin Avenue bid, Jesse Garrick. Just wanted to just have him pop back in just to see what he thought about today while we are waiting for our final guest of the day. Hi, Jesse.
Hello. Oh, is my head chopped off? Okay, let's not. Wow, what a great show we've had today. What a great pop-up. A couple of things I was watching live on the Facebook feed, commenting. I was the guy who asked a little bit about that beard balm. My wife is always saying, find something to soften everything up a little bit. But I thought one thing that I thought was a really nice thing that was touched on by Stephanie from Trinity Skincare was the idea of partnerships with businesses. I think that's really crucial. I think it's really courageous to want to go it alone sometimes, but I think what some young entrepreneurs and business people and aspiring business people don't always realize is most successful businesses have a lot of networking and partnerships involved. I always bring up restaurants. People think restaurants are just come from somebody had a mountain of money. It's not the case. Even the most, the most successful restaurants in New York City are often 3-4 different partners all going in on something like that. So I thought that was just a really, she obviously understands that, and it looks to be building a really nice brand with the same and with everybody on the same page about what it wants to look like. But yeah, I think just a great day overall. I want to. Yeah,
we actually have one more.
Is he ready?
Yeah, he's ready.
I know we had a little technical difficulty, so yeah. I don't want to take up any more time. Let's go to Jamar from Run Trap Generation.
Okay, we'll do. I'll call you back in a minute.
Thank you.
Hey,
Hi.
Hi.
How are
Finally, we
you?
fixed it. I'm fine. How are you?
Amazing. You know what? I'm not going to say much. I'm just going to introduce you,
Uh-huh.
say hey, and just let you take over because I want to see your products. I've been following you on Instagram, so now I
Uh-huh.
want to see the stuff that you have in person. Let's go.
Hey, everyone. My name is Jamal. This is the Run Trap Company, Brownsville, Brooklyn, located right here. The Run Trap Company from the Small Bunch is a mobile urban site, boutique actually, located here in Brownsville. We create exclusive apparel inspired by athletic coaches for youth and adults both. This is it. I got t-shirts, we got hats, we got socks coming in, we got tank tops coming in. But for right now, this is it. Nita, you with me?
Of course I am. So tell me, how did you get started with your products?
Actually, I was in the fashion for all my life. Of course, I've always been in the fashion, but I work with a lot of people with design and graphics. So one day I was at work and I'm packing out the Nike stuff and the Adidas stuff, and it's coming to me. The logos that I'm seeing, they was just transpiring in my head into stuff that I could make my own. I went downstairs, made 2 t-shirts, and the rest was history.
Wow.
Honestly.
Can I actually see, can you hold up the one, I think it's near like a pair of sneakers. Can I see, is that like a sweatshirt or a tee?
These are short, actually.
Wow.
Run a Generation, stitched, embroidery.
I like that. It's pretty cool.
Trying to get our summer colors on. With the quarantine and with everything going on, we limited, but I'm trying to do my best to give you what I got,
And let me see the sneakers, because we all about matching the
That's
t-shirts.
why I put them out there, so y'all can check, so you can see that when you get closer, we get into detail to match this stuff up with the clothes.
Right.
I had a Miami pop-up shop about 3-4 weeks ago, about a month ago, and due to everything that's going on, that was kind of slowed down. So
let me ask you another question. Why do you think it's beneficial for an entrepreneur to kind of get into jump in, just to try something new? I want to hear your thoughts about it.
To try something new, it's beneficial because they used to seeing us do the same thing. We end up dead somewhere. We end up in jail somewhere. We end up, in that predicament somewhere. So when you do get a little bit of energy, a little bit something to change it and make it, you got to grab it full and run with it. So that's what I think my motto come from that too. It's always work to be worked. Always, never stop. Keep going. Never. Don't stop. No matter what they tell you, nobody try to blindside you. They try to distract you from what you're doing, try to take you out your energy, try to always work to be worked.
Wow. So tell me, what's next on your entrepreneurial journey? Because I know that we are all, in this quarantine right now, but we all are going digital right now. So that's why you're here, and I'm really glad and excited to see the products that you're offering. So what's next for you? What's your plans?
I'm glad you're excited. What's next is the site that's behind you here. Let me see if I can get this thing to move. The site right here, we got new products coming. Probably this week. I'm waiting for everything to come in with the quarantine, like we said, delay on shipping and everything. But we're gonna be uploading all the new merch to the Run Generation site, runtrap.co. New merch. Like I said, I got socks. A lot of people asking for socks. That's gonna be on the site. New hats as well. Basically, we're going digital with this site right here. Let me get a little bit closer. You can see the details. What's going on here. Subscribe.
That's a sweatsuit, right?
Yeah, that's a sweatsuit, but with everything, I don't even have any. I wanted to display the sweatsuit because that's our bestseller. That's what took me, over the top. So, but I don't have any here. Actually got a hoodie. I was gonna put it on display, but I don't have the whole setup. It didn't fit right. So we got images.
That's good. We like the images. The images
We
is what
love
we
images.
purchase.
Appreciate that.
I like that stuff. You make children's clothing too?
Excuse me?
Children's clothes, children's wear?
Yes, we do. We actually do. I just don't have any on display at the moment, but we do have kids tees. If you check my Instagram out, trap_field, everything is up there. Kids tees, adults tees. This is just, what I got in display right now with the quarantine. But if you check my site and you check my page, it's there.
Okay. So do you have any final thoughts and words of encouragement? And also you got to let us know where we can find you as well. What's the Instagram page?
The Instagram is trap_field. Runtrapco.com is the website. My personal Instagram is @sonofsam_. And the inspiration point, like for me, was basically what I said. I come from basically nothing. So from nothing to something, it explains this in itself. So when you do gain a little bit of energy, it's always work to be work. That's enough inspiration for me.
Okay. And do me a favor, just repeat your Instagram page again, please.
It's trap_field. That's IG.
Okay. All righty then. So I do want to ask one more thing. What's that
You
orange?
can ask me as many questions as you need to.
What's that? What's the orange? What is that, like an orange t-shirt? Because orange is like my favorite color.
It's actually two choice. It's a highlight athletic gold and red. So it looks orange, but it's actually red. So it says 1 million shirts sold.
Oh. Okay.
You got to speak it into existence, right?
You got that right. I like that too. All right. So everybody. The problem is that when you see stuff on that other entrepreneurs are selling, like, that your budget gonna be broken because you want to support it all. That's really dope. I really like the
I
stuff.
appreciate that. I appreciate that. You got to excuse my appearance as well because all right.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I see
okay.
it.
You know what? that was a good joke. Yeah. Okay. All right.
But this is it. This is me.
Yeah.
Run it up. Always work to be work, Nita. I appreciate you, Jesse, Pitkin, everybody over there. I really appreciate y'all for everything.
Yeah, we are really glad to have you. So I am just going to put out a couple of reminders. Please be sure that you are supporting other small entrepreneurs. We have, again, the t-shirts are amazing. Colors are popping. You can find these items and other items at www.runtrap.co. Don't forget to support small businesses. We all are in this together, aiming to figure it out and diversify, ways to be able to do things in a positive way, to be able to support our efforts. So I'm sincerely grateful for your patience.
Definitely. No problem. Shout to everybody else that was on the show too. I didn't get to see everybody, but I did see the dolls. Shout to everybody that's doing anything small business. We here. I'm definitely gonna check out everything that y'all posted on there to see what I like and support everything when I go for this.
Yeah, because that's what we're supposed to do. It's the Brownsville way. It's what we're supposed to be doing to help each other out. So with that, I really appreciate you. Thanks again for popping in and showing your goods. Please be sure to check out runtrap.co. All the items there and some more items are going to be coming. So make sure we support small businesses. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate you.
No problem. Thank you so much.
And I'm sending you virtual kisses.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm all about giving love and all that.
I appreciate the love for sure.
Definitely support all this.
Oh, I see they commenting right here. They like me.
Of course they do.
Oh, all right now. I like this thing here.
Of course. Yeah.
Thank you, Nita. I appreciate y'all. Really, really check me out though. For real. I'm working. Runtrap.co. I'm here.
Right. That's what we good. All right. Take care. Stay safe.
All right. You too.
All right. So again, it's just one of those things where you are, much diversity on the show. Just being diversity in product and diversity in services. It's just a real good opportunity to be able to highlight and showcase individuals that are really aiming to share their gifts. So with that, I really want to don't say goodbye, but I want to bring back Jesse. Hi, Jesse.
Hello.
We are back.
Yeah. So quick thank you to all the vendors. Of course, I've been following along and seeing how much they've been supporting each other today with shout outs to each other, with hashtag the storefront for Brownsville. Really appreciate that. Really good to see the support for each other's ventures. And I wanted one other thing coming from someone, as Anita and I, we've discussed before, my wife has been in fashion for 20 years. She's very accomplished in that field. And she was watching for a few minutes during Miss Love Fagan's presentation. And she pointed to a color that she said was in season, which was sort of a chartreuse color. And my wife said, she knows what she's talking about. That is absolutely, and this is, all of the industry professionals know that right now. So very impressive, I have to say, that she was clearly on top of her game. But I want to let you enjoy the rest of your day. You're a very busy woman, and thank all our vendors again. Please follow the links that were posted, so you can buy some of these. I know I'm going to look at some, a really nice, diverse group of products. We really had a wide range of everything from urban streetwear to skincare products to handmade dolls to what's the acronym again? I get mixed up with my acronyms again. The cannabis oils. Sorry. But all of those. It was really a nice to mind and body sort of care as well. It was a really nice mix. And again, thank you to Anita for being such an amazing host. We're already in discussions to do this more. Last week we had 2 vendors. This week we have 7. It shows that there's clearly a need for this. I didn't talk about it earlier, but part of the reason why we're doing this too is the brick and mortar businesses in Brownsville on Pitkin Avenue. They could learn a lot from what we saw today. Meaning all businesses nowadays should have both an e-commerce platform along with their physical location. It's crucial. It's absolutely crucial. Anybody in the business world that's successful will tell you that. It's where both can, they can learn from this today, just like these aspiring entrepreneurs that maybe one day want a brick and mortar space can learn from those businesses as well. So I think it was a great event, and we hope to have more. And thank you very much for being a great host.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate you supporting myself because, now I know that I can use other resources now to buy some of these purchases. Look, I'm going to be broke by the end of the week supporting all these entrepreneurs. So, hey, but I really appreciate you, Jesse. Thank you so much. And thank you all for joining the Storefront for Brownsville. Please be sure to continue to follow and look out for more products and services that are coming as a result. Us participating and us supporting all the efforts of entrepreneurs. It is really just an exciting day. Thank you for sticking around, sticking with us, and just listening to each other as we are, pretty much supporting our dream. So on that note, I'm going to just throw everyone virtual kisses because we surely need it, plus hugs now. So mwah. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for supporting. We are super excited. And again, one more comment, don't go broke, but support your local businesses. Thank you so much for joining us. Take good care. We look forward to seeing you again at the next one. Take care.
Thank you.